Right, okay, boys and girls, we're middle of January now, and it's, 30 days, half September, April, June and November, except January, and that seems to go on forever, doesn't it? Oh, Christ, how many days are there in January? 60, 70? Right, okay, we've got a lot of people to get through tonight, so we're going in ones. And we should get around a couple of times. So we'll start off. I'll do one off just to break everybody in. And then I will not forget tonight that Leslie's doing a fiddle tune. Because last time I forgot. And I was in shit of immeasurable depth. Right, Jeslo song. About a woman lying in bed. And a poor husband is out there in his fishing boat getting smashed to bits on the rocks. Sleep, why do you wake me with these dreams you bring? Dreams came to me where I lay, and deep the melody the wild waves sing. My love is far, far away, and pity the hearts the wild waves part. My love sails the bonny bark, the Bergen. Keep their nets upon the decks by the light. Dreams came to me where I lay, and creep back gentle in the dead of night. My love is far, far away, and pity the hearts the wild waves part. My love sails the bonny bark, the Bergen. Reap a harvest from a cold night sea. Dreams came to me where I lay. It leaps with herring neath his decks for me. My love is far, far away, and pity the hearts the wild waves part. My love sails the bonny bark, the Bergen. Waves rise above his cold bed. Dreams came to me where I lay. Keep him safe till I hear in my bed. My love is far, far away, and pity the hearts the wild waves part. My love sails the bonny bark, the Bergen. Weeps with rain tonight where my love lies. Dreams came to me where I lay. Sweep the falling sand from out of his eyes. My love is far, far away, and pity the hearts the wild waves part. My love sails the bonny bark, the Bergen. Pity the hearts the wild waves part. Your love sails the bonny bark, the Bergen. And there he is, his deed.
Very nice. I forgot to mention to everybody, feel free to unmute yourself to give a round of applause if you feel inclined so to do. But don't forget to mute yourselves afterwards. And Leslie's coming up. I got a mug here with mild beer in it. It's a proper old man's show, this, isn't it? A mug with mild beer oil.
Right, what are we doing? We got one day.
A tune called Miss Rowan Davis. Oh dear.
This afternoon.
Oh, you get the odd one jumps in. You don't know where they come from, Leslie. They just happen occasionally. And you got through it, you see. You just dealt with a little gremlin. Lovely.
Right, where's my
And to
list?
Kate Nean for
Kate
dancing.
Nean for the dance.
Oh, yes.
We had waltzing going on then,
Yeah.
down in the bottom left corner.
Oh. Might be in the bottom left corner for you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, not
Could be
this.
anywhere for anyone else. Yeah. Yeah. That's lovely.
Right, okay, we've had a few people join us since we started. We've got Alice and Dave in Stoke. We've got
Hey,
Evelyn.
Doc. Yeah.
And we've got Izzy and Michael.
Yeah.
So welcome to all. And for some of you, this is a new face. I've known him for years. And he gets
He's never had a new face. It's always been an old
uglier
face.
and uglier every year. Without fail. But from Capel we've got Alan. Unmute yourself, Alan.
Dear me. You got me now. All okay? Right, this is I'm just going to do my song. This is a song I wrote. My wife died about 10 and a half years ago now, and a little while after she died, you know, you wake up at night with these dreams about her and about all sorts of things. So I called this song, it's called Broken Dreams. Broken dreams of you, it seems, forever on my mind. I cannot seem to lose these thoughts. They'll last till the end of time. For you out here, bringing laughter to this place. For you make the sun shine through. You were the light of my life, even through the darkest night. You were the light of my life. You left behind a perfect sense of vitality and fun. It's sad your life was far too short before its work was done. For you make the sun shine through. You were the light of my life, even through the darkest night. You were the light of my life. And you make the sun shine through. You were the light of my life, even through the darkest night. You were the light of my life. Broken dreams of you it seems, forever on my mind. Guys,
Lovely, Alan. Hey, I don't
10
know.
years plus. You said 10 years ago.
well, it's 10 and a half now, yeah. 10 years last September, 11 years last September.
That's
I know it's
unbelievable.
gone so quick, yeah.
And I'm told by real old people that it gets worse. Time moves more quickly. I can wait.
Oh, it does move quickly. I can tell you at my great age.
There we are. I'll believe you. When I get to your age, yeah. As if.
Yeah. Life's like a toilet roll. The sooner you get to the end, the quicker it seems to run out.
Oh.
Okay, Alan. I think we might be losing Alan because he goes off to a quiz, but he hopes to be back later.
There
So
we
in
are.
the meantime, we are still in Rhyl with Mr. Mike Hawkins.
Hooray!
Hurrah!
Hey, right. This is called Come by the Hills. Come by the hills to a land where fancy is free, and stand where the peaks reach the sky and the rocks reach the sea, where the rivers run clear, the bracken is warm in the sun, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. Come by the hills to a land where life is a song. See while the birds fill the air with their joy all day long, where the trees sway in time, even the wind sings in tune, and the care of tomorrow must wait till its day is done. Come by the hills to a land where legends remain, where stories of old may be told and may yet come again, where the future is lost and the past has yet to be won, and the care of tomorrow must wait till this day is done. Come by the hills to a land where fancy is free. Stand where the peaks reach the sky and the rocks reach the sea, where the rivers run clear and the bracken is warm in the sun, and the care of tomorrow must wait till this day is done, and the cares of tomorrow must wait till this day is done.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you very much there, Michael. Right, before we go on to John and Carol, I'll just say that next week we're having, well, you don't have to, it doesn't matter, but we'll do a sort of Burns night
Who's that in the middle?
stroke
The bar.
St Dwin Wednesday. So if you want to do anything Welsh or anything Scots,
We got there. We got there in the end, John. You see, it's called compromise.
yeah, but by the time we kick off at 8 o'clock, the day's gone, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Yeah, well, Mike's just sung the day's done, so that's done as well.
We'll have our haggis sandwiches here.
Who's bringing the haggis? This was
Hello, Sheila. Sheila's just there in the background, hello. It looks like you're sitting on Mike's shoulder there. I shrunken down Sheila on Mike's shoulder, like his conscience.
Ricky's got the picture.
And if anyone needs a conscience, it's Michael Hawkins, I tell you.
How dare you?
Have you got a poem for us, Sheila?
No.
Oh,
She nearly had, but
next week.
didn't quite have enough time to print it out and things, though.
There's so much
sure-
to do in these lockdown times, isn't there?
Oh, it's too busy, yeah. Too busy.
I'm sure Leslie will be reading a bit of Burns or something next week. Right, John and Carol.
I've been looking at my book of songs which I have sung in here, and I've not done this one for a while, so I thought I'd do this. I'm a free-born man of the travelling people, got no fixed abode, with nomads I am numbered. Country lanes and byways were always my ways. I've never fancied being numbered. Well, we knew the woods, all the resting places, and the small birds sang when winter time was over. Then we'd pack our load and be on the road. Those were good old times for the rovers. There was open ground where a man could linger for a week or two, for time was not a master. Then away you'd jog with your horse and dog, free and easy, no need to go faster. Now and then we'd meet up with other travellers, share the news or else swap family information. At the country fairs we'd be meeting there, all the people of the travelling nation. Well, I've known life hard, and I've known life easy. And I've cursed this life when winter days were dawning. But I've laughed and sang through the whole night long, seen the summer sunrise in the morning. All you freeborn men of the travelling people, every tinker, rolling stone and gypsy rover, winds of change are blowing, your old ways are going, your travelling days will soon be over. I'm a freeborn man of the travelling people, got no fixed abode, with nomads I am numbered. Country lanes and byways were always my ways. I've never fancied being numbered.
Very nice, John. Very nice. Despite having to look at the shirt, it was very nice.
Oh,
I like the shirt. You see, when you finish with that, pass it on, and I'll sew in some panels so it'll fit me.
I'll post it to you, Alan.
Wash it first, thank you. I always
All
have.
right.
Right.
I shall move and allow this lady access to the microphone.
Here we are. What you knitting tonight, Carol?
Oh, I'm still knitting the jumper for Keith.
All right.
Nearly finished the back.
Oh, nice colour.
Done the front and nearly finished the back.
Excellent. We'll ask Evelyn for an update on knitting later.
So this one's called Technological Advancement. Living as we do in the 21st century, our lives should be so much easier with modern technology. Everything is protected by a password or a PIN. But forget one letter or digit, and even you can't get in. Forgotten your password? Yes, please give me a clue. But the helpful hints and suggestions they make often don't mean a thing to you. We have remote controls for all the gadgets we use. So try to control your temper when the remote you often lose. For you won't be able to do a thing until you find it again. No sound, no picture, nothing. You stare at the object in disdain. And even with our clothing, we ladies can't break free. Slide adjusters at the back. Come on now, really? Dress sizes that vary from design to department. One size fits all. On a size 10 is usually a tent. So come on, all you designers and your inventors with your university degree. What we need is one remote control for everything. Foolproof, loose-proof and password-free for all non-technical people, just like you and me. But maybe I've got it wrong, for I think I understand. It's something we've had all along. It's called the brain, foot, hand. However, 2020 brought a few surprises, the biggest of which was the COVID-19 virus. bringing with it social distancing and self-isolation across not just ours, but every nation. But thanks to living in the 21st century, we've been able to keep in touch with friends and family. We've been able to see each other and to have a chat. And without modern technology, we wouldn't have been able to do that. Thank you.
You relied upon to hit the nail on the head.
We had a remote control for the telly when I was a kid. It was me.
John, I'm off now. I'll try and get back as soon as I can.
Okay, Alan.
See you
Nice
later.
to join us.
Ta-ta.
And if you get back, great.
Hwyl, Alan.
What?
Tata. That was
Ta-ta.
Hwyl. How long have you lived in Capel Curig, Alan? He's gone. He's muted. He's muted. He doesn't think he's muted. He does. He is muted.
Right. Before we move on to H, we've got Chaz and well, we've got Chaz. We haven't got Chaz.
Oh, they've got a song. Yeah, they've got a song. I've asked a question on the chat and they've answered.
Oh, right. Well, you're on towards the end, so don't get yourself excited.
Yeah.
But
Oh, they can.
just unmute yourself briefly, Chaz. Chaz, unmute yourself.
Hello.
This week. Right. Okay, Chaz and Jan were at the quiz with us this week. And can you remember from last night what the weight of a pygmy marmoset was?
Oh.
Average adult.
Not many grams.
Was that 100?
You're as bad as me.
No, not many. Not many grams. It's close enough. Give yourselves a point.
Thank you.
150 was the answer. There we are.
Yeah.
There we go, not many.
Yeah,
Less
so
than 400 that we said.
we've all got really crap memories, haven't we?
Yep.
Well, you filter out the rubbish. You remember the things that your brain, yourself thinks are important, and the stuff that your wife thinks are important are the things you forget. That's how it works in this house. I'm told.
Right.
Fair enough.
Okay, and
Oh.
protons have mass. I didn't even know they were Catholics. Right, we've got a Dave down at the bottom who I don't know.
Dave Prescott there. Let's unmute him and say hello. Don't be frightened, David. We won't eat you. Not on the first date, anyway.
Hello.
Are you a singer, David? Have you got a song for us? Or are you just listening in?
Oh, no, I can sing. I just thought I'd come and have a look because I just thought I'd just float about and I thought
There
I'd
we-
put in a
there
search
we-
to see folk clubs tonight, and Ryl's the only one I could find apart from Norwich where I live.
So you're scraping the barrel and you found us at the bottom of the barrel then, yeah?
No. Actually, there's a folk club here where I live in Norwich, but I don't sort of. It's a bit. I don't know.
Have you got a blue passport? You can't come over the border to here without a passport, you know, and it'll
Bit
probably...
serious. I thought there might be more fun in Wales.
Well, what we'll do... Sorry, John, you carry on, John.
I was going to say, did Big Al used to be at a club in Norwich? Alan Jones?
Oh, he was, yeah. Alan, they've lived in France many a year now, haven't they? They lived in, is it called Sproxton or somewhere just outside?
Sprouston. Sprouston he lived.
Sprouston. All right, it didn't spell it like that.
Oh,
But
you knew him? You mean you knew
I'm
Alan?
sure I met him, but you know, all the names in Norwich don't sound as they are.
yeah.
It's a bit like Welsh down here.
A bit like Welsh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Welsh is phonetic.
There we are. Frenetic. Yeah.
I'm afraid if you knew Alan Jones, you've just gone down in our estimation.
Oh, he's a lovely lad. He's a lovely lad.
Because he won the bloody quiz last night again, didn't he?
Yeah. Only because he's clever.
Oh, I think
Try that, John.
he has an Alexa in the corner. Except it's probably a different name over there.
Bless her. H is holding herself in readiness. Bless her.
okay,
She's
yes.
a newbie to our club, and She knew all about the blue button, so I reckon she's done a bit of this before, you know. Tell us about yourself, H.
H is on the beach in Cambridge, and she's just going to tell us a little bit, hopefully, about herself, and then she's going to do us an unaccompanied song.
H, this is just me. There's nothing else to say. I live a very boring life.
Oh. There we are then. Punctuated by lovely songs, I'm sure.
I don't know, you'll have to see. Are you right?
Lovely to see you anyway.
The great Sir Isaac Newton, he once made a valid proclamation that force is equal to the nominated mass when multiplied by acceleration. That is the law of motion. These laws are a real brain teaser. I've thought of one more, and it's called Sod's Law, which I discovered when you found another geezer. I learnt them all when I was at school, and I think I've learnt one more. We were doing all right till you cleared off tonight, and apparently that's Sod's Law. Now Einstein was a very clever chap. With us his philosophies he shared. He gave us a theory of relativity, which is E equals mc squared, where E is energy and m is mass. C is the speed of the light. But it didn't help much when you kicked me into touch by walking out the door last night. I learnt them all when I was at school, and I think I've learnt one more. We were doing all right till you cleared off tonight, and apparently that's Sod's Law. Archimedes said Eureka, 'cause in English he weren't too averse in, when he discovered that the volume of the body in the bath was equal to the stuff it was immersed in. That is the law of displacement. That's why ships don't sink. So shame he went around in 1912, the Titanic would have made him think. I learnt them all when I was at school, and I think I've learnt one more. We were doing all right till you cleared off tonight, and apparently that's Sod's Law. The hypotenuse has the square on, which is as Pythagoras instructed, equal to the sum of the other two sides if a triangle is properly constructed. That was the first geometric law. Quite frankly, I'm still at a loss, 'cause who gives a shit where the three squares sit? Since you buggered off, I couldn't give a toss. I learnt them all when I was at school, and I think I've learnt one more. We were doing all right till you cleared off tonight, and apparently that's Sod's Law. We was doing all right till you buggered off tonight, and apparently that's Sod's Law. Richard
Hey! All of us poor old buggers talking about memory, we're assuming... Oh, she's on the phone, look at that.
No.
It'll be Biden. That'll be Biden. Ringing you up to say congratulations. Well, that's it. She's on the phone. She's had enough of us. She's on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, we'll come back to her later, John, and find out what that was all about.
Right.
I imagine she must have had the words in front of her, because nobody of a certain age could remember all those words. She's on the phone. She can't hear me.
Yeah. Right. I've lost my thread now. Dewi and Eileen.
Dewi and Eileen.
You've got to follow that.
Come on, Eileen.
Hey.
Oh, there's a song in that.
Oh, never heard that before. Okay. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. You can waste your time on the other rides. This is the nearest to being alive. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. You can go with the crazy people in the crooked house. You can fly away in a rocket or spin in a mouse. The tunnel of love might amuse you. Noah's Ark might confuse you. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. On the wall of death, oh, the world is far from me. the good of ringing a bell. The switchback will make you crazy. Beware of the bearded lady. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. On the wall of death, though the world is far from me. On the wall of death, it's the nearest to being free. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. You can waste your time on the other rides. This is the nearest to being alive. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death.
Let me take my chances on the wall.
Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death.
Oh! Oh, lovely as always.
Great.
Right, what, you're doing, there's two of you, so you're doing two. It's one per person or
Dowie.
one per person or per part of per person.
Okay.
Okay.
Stanley Holloway.
So we'll go from Richard Thompson to Linda Thompson.
Oh.
Also a very fine songwriter in her own right.
He came in the ballroom just a crazy old man. His eyes seemed to glaze in the light. Just some old hawker to tell by his rags, coming from the cold of the night. And the whole room was dancing and gave him no mind as he slipped to the bar and said, "Please be so kind." And the music kept ringing in the back of his mind, no telling what a love song will do. As the queen of the ballroom sang her favourite song, he stood with a glass in his hand. He was weary of living the days of his life, and tonight was the last he could stand. He shut out the future, he shut out the past, even the present was running out fast. As the queen of the ballroom said, "Make this the last," no telling what a love song would do. As she started to sing for the very last time, he trembled as he stood there alone. And the pain he'd been holding inside for so long just fell from his heart and was gone. It was only a love song, simple and clear, but he bowed as it shook him with every
Yeah. I think your mic's gone. We haven't heard you for the last half minute.
I'm glad it wasn't me.
Yeah, I thought maybe it was me.
Yeah, oh, it's usually you, Storm.
No.
No.
No, we
We
still
can't hear
can't
anything,
hear.
Arlene. You've gone silent.
You're not on mute. So they got 1.5 songs then, didn't they?
Well, I was really enjoying that as well.
Yeah, it was a great song.
Wiggle your microphone. Paul.
Yeah, wiggle it. When in doubt, wiggle it.
Shake your stuff, Arlene.
And keep talking while you're doing it, and we'll know.
Yeah.
Oh, you're
It was
muted
one of
now.
those-
You're muted now.
Unmute
Do not
yourself.
adjust your set moments, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pull your
Everybody
phone.
thought, oh, it's me. No, we're not hearing you.
What a shame, what a lovely song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Never mind. We'll get you back.
Yeah.
Give it a good kicking.
We'll give
and
them the money back.
We'll get you back second half.
We'll give you 50 pence back. It's all right. Put a
Right.
shilling in the meter.
Okay, we're going over the Atlantic now to Massachusetts. To Storm.
So, I was debating which song to do, and I figured out how to do this. It'll work. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to do a paraphrase of a verse of a song, which is my response to the question you just asked me of what have I been doing lately. And then I'm going to do a poem that's mine, and then I'm going to do an updated version of a song that is not. So the quick verse as to what I am doing is, I was zooming in my chair, screaming at the night, screaming at the dark, screaming at the fight. I wasn't doing nothing, just zooming about, screaming at the dark, letting it out. That's all I was doing, just letting it out. Grief. If I could just wash off this pain like blood, which stain lasts longer? Out, damn spot, out of heart, of eyes, of jaw. Someday a smile, one day a laugh, someday not yet. Oh, the shadows of doubt are in many a mind, looking for an answer they're never gonna find. But they've got to decide, 'cause they're running out of time, for these are the days of decision. Oh, the games of stalling you cannot afford. Dark is the danger that's knocking on the door, and the far-reaching threats say you can't wait anymore, for these are the days of decision. In the face of the people, they ask who's gonna win, yet there's a strength that's greater than the power of the wind, and you can't stand around when the ice is growing thin, for these are the days of decision. I've seen your heads hiding 'neath the blankets of fear, when the paths they are plain and the choices are clear. Yet with each passing day, oh, the cost is most dear, for these are the days of decision. There's many a cross that burns in the night, and the fingers of the fire are pointing as they bite. Oh, you can't let the smoke keep on blinding your sight, for these are the days of decision. Now the mobs of anger are roaming the street, hauling down the police on whom they do beat. And in city after city, you know they'll repeat, for these are the days of decision. There's been warnings of fire, warnings of flood. Now there's a warning of the bullet and the blood from 5 people killed on the Capitol steps, saying these are the days of decision. There's a change in the wind and a split in the road. You can do what's right or what he says you've been told, and the prize of the victory will belong to the bold. Yes, these are the days of decision. Please pray for democracy in my country.
You wrote that this morning, did you? That's very topical.
No, it's a paraphrase of a Phil Oakes song.
Oh, yeah.
Days of Decision, Phil Oakes.
Yeah.
Grand.
But I updated it, unfortunately. Had to be done.
Well, you've got lots of material to work with over there at the moment, haven't you?
Yeah, you might have a bit more in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, don't say that.
Well, see what happens.
Lady Gaga.
Well, there's more and more evidence that, the insurrectionists may have had help from fellow congressmen, and things like panic buttons being all ripped out in the offices of some of the people who were targets. So it's really crazy, crazy times.
Yeah. Ooh,
They're going to have to build a new jail then, are they? That'd be good.
Yeah.
Right, okay, before we get to Mike and Helen, I'll just go through the rest of the list, because it's been a long time since I went through it. So I've got Mike and Helen, Davith and B, Linda, Brian, Carl, maybe a video from Gwyn, Dave, Chaz and Jan. Oh, David.
Oh, and David's down there. Look at him waiting patiently.
Yeah.
Bless him.
And then Alan.
Oh, yeah, bottom of the barrel. There we are.
I think that's everybody. Right, so
yeah.
we're down to Surrey next.
Oh,
hello.
Hello.
Hello. Sorry, yes.
I'm sorry. Last week that it wasn't till I saw the YouTube video, because looking at the screen, we've got all these tiny little boxes with people in, that it stuck out like a sore thumb that Mike was dressed like a bit of a knob. But Helen was also done up to the nines, looking even more drop dead gorgeous than she normally is. And I failed to notice it last week because the screen was so small. And my eyesight is buggered. So anyway, right, so apologies for not commenting on how well scrubbed up you were as well last week.
I think it did get mentioned somewhere along the way.
Back to normal now.
Yeah.
All right. Guys, again, it's lovely to be here. Earlier this evening, I've had a lovely reminiscence with Linda about the folk scene on the Isle of Wight, which we had a fair amount to do with back in prehistory. So that was fascinating. You do meet some interesting people in North Wales, I have to say.
Well,
we met on the Isle of Wight and we got married in Wales.
Yeah.
Well, I would think in these troubled times, yeah, in these troubled times, the Isle of Wight must be something like a captive audience in folk club terms, mustn't it? Nobody can come, nobody can go. Yeah, there we are.
Okay. Right. Well, our song is it's a bit of a sort of a strange song, and if you actually listen to the words, it's pretty sickly and horrible. But nevertheless,
nice
it's a nice tune. We think so, anyway. One day a mother came to a prison to see an erring but precious son. She told the warden how much she loved him. It did not matter what he had done. She did not bring to him parole or pardon. She brought no silver, no pomp, no style. It was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile. A boy had wandered far from the fireside, though she had pleaded with him each night. But not a word did she ever utter that told her heartache. Her smile was bright. She did not bring to him parole or pardon. She brought no silver, no pomp, no style. It was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile. She left a smile, you can remember. She's gone to heaven, from heartaches free. Those walls around you will never change her. He was her baby, and there will be. She did not bring to him parole or pardon. She brought no silver, no pomp, no style. It was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile. It was a halo bright, sent down from heaven's light, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile. Oh yes, it's you right in the pit of the stomach, doesn't it?
Right.
Oh.
Are we doing one or two?
No, there's two of you. You can do
right.
two.
Okay.
1, 2, yeah.
Right.
Have you got a sad one this time?
Yes.
Actually, we got a very suitable one. I mean, this is even better. This is about a really fun funeral.
He knows how to choose them.
But you know, certainly in the deep south, they make a real thing of funerals. So this is a sort of a gospely, bluegrassy, Cajun-y sort of funeral song, and I'm sure you'll know it very well because it's "Can the Circle Be Unbroken."
Brian's in the deep south, down in Sussex.
Yeah. Oh yes, they're very Cajun-y down there, I believe. I was standing by the window on one cold and cloudy day, and I saw the earth come rolling for to carry my mother away. Can the circle be better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Lord, I told thee, Undertaker, please drive slow, for this body you are holding, Lord, I hate to see her go. And the circle be unbroken, by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I follow close behind her, try to hold up and be brave, but I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in the grave. And the circle be unbroken, by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Now my mother, she's crossed over where so many have gone before, and I know, Lord, I will meet her, just waiting at glory's door. And the circle be unbroken, by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. And the circle be unbroken, by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. One more time. And the circle be unbroken, by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Oh, big finish!
Hallelujah!
Yeah, the big finish.
I thought I spotted an amen at the end. Bit of an amen in the chords there, lovely.
I'm going to have a large whiskey after that.
Oh, good man.
One.
Can't help singing the words to Myrtle the Turtle for that one.
Yeah, I've got a different version of that, which is I did it at Dragon's Breath a couple of weeks ago.
You did.
About a turtle sort of falling off a high-rise block, and will the turtle be unbroken?
Well, of course, it's the wonderful thing about Zoom is you can sing any words you like, can't you?
Right, lovely again, you two. Always lovely to hear from you. So, from Beauty and the Beast, we go to Beauty and the Beast again.
Oh,
with B and Davith.
Yes, indeed. Well,
don't call B a beast. That's terrible.
Tonight we have Sublime followed by Ridiculous. So here's B.
Going first.
Go on.
Hello. I've got a short poem to bore you with. It's called Winter's Colours. Freshly fallen snow glistens in the sun, throwing a halo over the hills. Each flake holds a rainbow of hope that light will overtake the night. Too soon, our rain-sodden sepia world is back, and the blackened branches of the naked trees streak across the craters of the moon like tear-smudged mascara on a grief-torn face. Although we know that spring's gaudy palette is inching closer day by day, just for now, winter's death clench has stolen our colours away.
Oh,
Loved it.
Brilliant.
winter's clench. David, you got as soon as Bee's Welsh improves to the point where she can write some cynghanged, that would be a really good thing, wouldn't it? Cynghanged.
Yes, indeed.
I'll get the words up.
Yes, it's her ambition, she says.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant.
Oh, we'll have that.
I'll
yes,
start carving a little bardic chair for her then.
You do that. That's good.
I'll take my time.
Right.
Go on then,
Okay.
David.
Okay, well, hello, me dearios. Now I would like to burst forth with a traditional Lincolnshire air. 'Tis the song of the bogle clencher, and goes after this fashion. When I was a bogle clencher man in famous Lincoln town, I often clenched me bogling fork for less than half a crown. And I would juggle and milk me boys, as I shall quickly tell. Oh, 'tis my delight on a shining night, and a foggy night as well. Oh, once I took my moolies and set them in a snare. 'Twas there I spied a scroper's man, a wordling a hare. But I was not afeard, me boys, of that there is no doubt. Oh, 'tis my delight on a shining night, when the coppers aren't about. Although I'm over 80 now, my boggle still I clench, and I will flutter me artifacts at any passing wench. I've tickled many a scribbling nut as on my way I go. Oh, 'tis my delight on a shining night at 1:09 a throw. Ooh.
Great shot.
I used to have some Dutch folk songs on anyway.
Round the horn, blessed memory.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Left hand down a bit.
Right, well, thank you, you two. And we are going further down to the deep, deep south, off the coast.
Offshore.
Yeah. Yeah, we are sailing over to the Isle of Wight for Linda. We heard Linda last week with Brian in some technological marvel that they'd done on Zoom, even though she wasn't here. I hope you got paid for that, girl.
Hey, in smiles. So I'm going to do another Richard Thompson, David Swarbrick. So Crazy Man Michael. Within the fire and out upon the sea, Crazy Man Michael was walking. He met with a raven with eyes black as coals, and shortly they fell a-talking. Your future I will tell to you. Your future you often have asked me. Your true love will die by your own right hand. Then crazy man Michael will cursed be. Michael he ranted and Michael he raved, and he beat the four winds with his fist. So he laughed and he cried, he shouted and he swore, for his mad mind had trapped him with a kiss. Oh, you speak with an evil, you speak with a fate, you speak for the devil that haunts me. For is she not the fairest in all the broad land? Your sorcerer's words are to taunt me. He took out his dagger of fire and of steel, and he struck down the raven through the heart. Oh, the bird fluttered long, and the sky it did spin, and the cold earth did wonder and startle. Oh, where is the raven that I struck down there, that here did lie on the ground? Oh, where I see but my true love with a wound so red, where her lover's heart it did pound. Oh, crazy man Michael, he wanders and walks and talks to the night and the day. Oh, but his eyes they are sane, and his speech it is plain, and he longs to be far away. Oh, Michael he whistles the simplest of tunes, and asks of the four winds their pardon, for his true love is flown into every flower grown, and he must be keeper of the garden.
We've got a crazy man Michael and crazy Madam Sheila with us this evening, actually. Quietly bonkers up there in the top left corner of my screen, anyway.
All right, Santa, all right.
That was lovely. That was lovely, wasn't it? Wasn't that lovely, everybody? Wasn't that
Hey, yeah. That was great. Well, I mean, we enjoyed you last week with Brian, to be honest. Anything that dilutes Brian 50%. That's good news. But Brian's been with us long enough that I can take the piss out of him.
Oh.
Right. Talk of the devil. Who's next on my list?
There he is.
Right, this is...
He's unmuted, he's ready to go.
Yeah.
This is a duet song by Daniel O'Donnell and Mary Duff called Timeless and True Love. And I'm going to sing this with Linda, if she unmutes herself.
Okay.
Look out on the night sky and tell me what you see. Those stars up in there shining through eternity.
There's another light that's burning, and it's been here from the start. Is this feeling for you, dear, in my heart?
For mine is a timeless and true love.
An endless river rolling on and on.
Forever and ever for you, love.
Oh, mine is a timeless and true love. Just look at how the mountains reach up to the sky, so strong against the hard winds as the years go by.
My love is no less tender, born of fire and steel, and this world could never change the way I feel, for mine is a timeless and true love.
An endless river rolling on and on.
Forever and ever for you, love.
Oh, mine is a timeless and true love.
Look out on the night sky and tell me what you see. Those stars up in there shining through eternity.
There's another light that's burning, and it's been here from the start. It's this feeling for you, dear, in my heart.
For mine is a timeless and true love.
An endless river rolling on and on.
Forever and ever for you, love.
Oh, mine is a timeless and true love. Just look at how the mountains reach up to the sky, so strong against the hard winds as the years go by.
My love is no less tender, born of fire and steel, and this world could never change the way I feel, for mine is a timeless and true love.
An endless river rolling on and on.
Forever and ever for you, love.
Oh, mine is a timeless and true love.
Oh, mine is a timeless and true love.
Little bit of yodeling at the end. Lovely.
Thought that's a yodel.
That's lovely.
Daniel O'Donnell, eat your heart out there, boy.
Those who know Zoom, if you try and sing together, it switches and it cuts and it's not timed together. So alternate lines is the only way ahead, isn't it? That was grand.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, very impressed with that. When you
can't sing harmonies when we're in different locations, I'm afraid. So I have to alter.
Unless you get really fancy things, then you can try Jamulus and some of those.
A bit too technical for me, I'm afraid.
Yeah, we are but simple people.
Pensioners all mostly. No, some of us.
One of the things they've done over here is they've had 20 people in automobiles with a
that's cars for everybody around here. Cars.
Oh, right, cars, right, with a central system, and they sing into the microphones and hear it on their car radio and sing together.
Well,
again, you need lots of machinery.
I miss harmonizing. Yep.
Right. Okay. Carl's there. He's unmuted. This man was born ready.
Girded, John. His loins are girded.
Yeah, he's up and going. Right.
I'm standing up tonight as well.
Yeah. Well, we seem to have your full attention tonight. Is there no darts on the telly?
I haven't checked that. No, I think all the dramas are off. Finished by now. Yeah. Sorry about last week as well. Couldn't make it. It's this lockdown. We're so busy.
Okay, Carl, off you go.
Hi, everyone. First of all, I think I should apologise to my friend Alan from Rhyl, because I did. He listens on a Saturday sometime, or Saturday evening, and I did say to him I'd play something sort of a popular song, but I've changed my mind. So sorry, Alan.
We don't want any popular songs here. It's a folk club. We're into obscure.
Yeah. I love this song, so I thought I'd sing it. And it's actually written by Michael Ronstadt. And I don't know if anybody from the Rhyl Folk Club, Michael and his band, they used to come over to North Wales regular. And I definitely saw them in Conway in the when the Conway Club moved to the British Legion. I think they played in there. And Michael Ronstadt's the brother of the Linda Ronstadt, the pop singer. And I think they're from Tucson, Arizona. Anyway, they used to come across to North Wales. They'd play the pubs. I'm surprised they didn't get into Rhyl Folk Club. Anyway, Alan, who I talk about from Rhyl, him and I, we used to sort of, what's the word? Anyway, we used to track them and go to see as many concerts as we could. And sadly, Michael died. Am I cutting out?
No, it was me. I'm just saying, I think you'll find you're called a groupie.
That's it, a groupie. But sadly, Michael died a few years ago. And he wrote this song, and the song's called Feel the Wind. And I like it because the lyrics are very poignant. And he wrote the song, he was remembering his mother. And it's called Feel the Wind. So in the band, they had a four or five piece band when they used to come over. And there was a guy called Gilbert Brown, and he was an ace on the ukulele. So all the fiddly bits, Gilbert Brown would put all the riffs in. So Alan would probably be able to play those riffs, but I'm just a strummer, so I can just strum it. So I'll try it. Feel the wind. I was standing all alone on a summer's day when the thought occurred to me you had to go away. With a teardrop in my eye, even far from home, wondering why I don't cry, I'm missing you. Sometimes I feel this way. Sometimes I feel this way. Looking at a cloudy sky, waiting for the rain. Listen for the thunderstorm once again. How you used to laugh and sing, then you dance around. Thinking of the times we had, I'm missing you. Sometimes I feel this way. Sometimes I feel this way. Then sometimes I only feel. Then sometimes I only feel. Then sometimes I only feel the wind. Standing on a mountain ledge, how I feel the breeze, watching you fly away, away from me. You must have felt just like a bird soaring in the sky. Must be something in my eye, I'm missing you. Sometimes I feel this way. Sometimes I feel this way. Then sometimes I only feel. Then sometimes I only feel. Then sometimes I only feel the wind. Thank you.
Oh!
About groupies, when I follow Morris dance, I'm often known as a Morris dance groupie. When I watch the Hook Eagle Morris, I'm sometimes called beginning with a letter H, but I won't say what it is.
Right, we've got Natasha all the way from Moscow. Haven't seen you for a few weeks. Nice to
Let's
see you again.
unmute her, say hello, shall we?
Natasha, yeah.
Noswaitha. Good evening, hello.
Noswaitha.
Lovely, isn't that
Noswaitha.
great? A bit of Welsh coming from Moscow. Thank you, Natasha. What time is it there with you, Natasha?
Oh, very late.
Is it?
It's crazily late. It's almost 12:30.
Oh.
So I have joined just for maybe 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy to see everyone again after a break, and so hope to enjoy some music. And the last song was very, very nice.
Okay, you come back soon and bring us some of your songs and poetry. Be lovely.
Probably a bit later.
Yeah. Okay. Lovely.
Right. Okay then. Yeah, lovely to see you, Natasha. We thought we'd lost you there. We haven't seen you for a few weeks.
We need to change our name to Rhyl International Folk Club, don't we?
Right. Have you got anything from Gwerin lined up, Alan?
I have, yeah. I can share a screen and pick the item and away we go. It's a Welsh poem that we're getting. It's very short, about a minute and a half. So there we are, and the words will come up. I hope you'll get it shortly. I'll mute myself now.
And then we've got Dave Heitch afterwards.
In slightly reflective mood this week. This is a poem by Harry Gwyn, Can Im Cariad, a song for my love. Can Im Cariad, Harry Gwyn. Nid caru rwyf dy lygaid byw, lliwasu ebryll nen, nid caru'r esmwyth ryddau glân, nac efydd gwallt y ben. Can sgwelais dlysni yn y wawr, a maith gymylau'r nos, ymhirdeb dwfn dros yna'r haf, a gwyn lliw lili'r dlos. Ond pan ddaw'r wawr drwy lenni llwyd, a'r wybren oll yn ddu, a'r lili wen a'r rhosyn goch, yng nghyfnos dyddiau fu. Bydd eto dan i'ch dwyfron di, tynerwch yn dy law, yn nerth i'w galon egwa ni, yn ffydd yn nyddiau braw.
Oh, yes.
That was another one. We're a sentimental lot as well.
It's a bit of a wrist-slashing night tonight, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, well, we'll see if Gwyn has got a bob for the meter in the second half if he joins us. But meantime, we are going over to Dave sitting in the sunset.
There he is.
I understand you've had a bit of a lurgy, Dave.
Yeah, it crept in here somehow. So anyway, we're still here.
That's good. That's good.
Happy New Year to everybody. This is dedicated to all those who've come home too late once too often. I'm sure it doesn't apply to anybody in Rhyl, but there we go. It's another back door sneaking in way been midnight. Quiet as a Mack truck, lots of luck thinking up an alibi. Every light on the house is on, everything is gone. She left me no chance of redemption, no further exemption. Just a big red goodbye and lipstick on the wall. Goodbye says it all. No long explanation, no reconciliation. No, let's talk it over, number I can call. Goodbye says it all. Goodbye. Goodbye. Could have been a knockdown, screaming, shout, have it out, tirade. She could have made it real tough, bringing up all the hell that I raised. But no more wasted words on me. She kept it short and sweet. She left me no chance of redemption, no further exemption. Just a big red goodbye and lipstick on the walls. Goodbye says it all. No long explanation, no reconciliation. No, let's talk it over, number I can call. Goodbye says it all. No long explanation, no reconciliation. No, let's talk it over, number I can call. Goodbye says it all. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Well, the virus hasn't raised your voice an octave, has it, Dave?
He's muted. He's
No,
suddenly
you're still-
muted.
Oh, I'm still heading for my boots.
There we are. There's thousands of tenors would give their right arm for a voice like that.
Okay, yes, great to see you back and looking okay, Dave. Right.
Thank you.
It's Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins. They're already unmuted.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ready for you.
We are scouts, we are prepared.
You haven't been tying each other up again and doing things to each other, have you?
I thought that camera was off.
I thought it was Bob.
Okay, so this past week we've been plundering again our record collection, and we've settled on this classic.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Our signed copy.
Signed copy.
Well, you won't get any more signed copies, will you not? From all anyway, I still have some copies available.
It's the unsigned copies that are more valuable because they are.
But then we discovered that the song we've chosen was also sung at Obama's inauguration. Bruce Springsteen and Pete Seeger.
Mm-hmm.
So let's give it a bash.
We're going for a Woody Guthrie song.
This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. I've roamed and rambled, and I've followed my footsteps to the sparkling sands of a diamond deserts
and all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
When the sun came shining and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling, as the rock was lifting, a voice was chanting. This land was made for you and me.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
As I went walking, I saw a sign there, and on the sign it said no trespassing. But on the other side, it didn't say nothing. That side was made for you and me.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
In the shadow of the steeple, I saw my people. By the relief office, I seen my people. As they stood there hungry, I stood there asking, is this land made for you and me?
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Nobody living can ever stop me as I go walking that freedom highway. Nobody living can ever make me turn back. This land was made for you and me.
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
Oh. Trying to pay along, you chose F sharp major there. So
did we?
Thank you very much, F sharp major. We love the black notes. Nothing wrong with that.
And if you can
What's it got? She hasn't got a Rum Bum and Concertina CD, has she?
No, it's
What?
H was holding something up to the screen, but I couldn't just make out what it was.
She's probably putting a spell on us. Is she putting a spell on us?
It was This Land Is Your Land by Woody Guthrie. It's a whole, it's a whole song.
Oh well, you see, Rum Bum and Concertina influenced Woody Guthrie. Not quite.
For those of you who don't know, Rum Bum and Concertina was, well, Alan was Concertina, and there was Jeff Blything and the late Ted Bobshaw making up the trio. And that's I suppose they were okay. If that's
long time ago. The CD was 20 years ago. It was 20 years ago.
It
A
says,
one-off.
yeah, recorded live in the late 90s.
Well, the very, very, very late 90s it was, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it. It was yesterday, I think. Yeah. Feels
Do we
like
get a second one? Because there's two of us.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, look, we can't get blood out of a stone,
No.
It's like buses, isn't it? Comes along.
Yeah.
This is a request for someone out there. One of the Muppet boxes. They know who it is.
It wasn't me, I can tell you that.
Thank you, John.
Join in with the refrain.
Okay, bit of Welsh for our international audience.
Oh, da iawn.
Da iawn, right. Yeah, traditional stroke nursery rhyme song, which we've done before, but we thought we'd do it again.
Yeah.
As per special request from the Pritchards. Okay. Fein da difyr ydyw gweled, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Drws yr efail yn agored, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Ar go bach ei wyneb pyrddi, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Yn yr efail yn brysur chwythu, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Fein da difyr hir nos geia, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Mynd i'r efail am y cynta, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Pan fo rhew y ceira allan, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Gorau pwynt fydd wrth y pentan, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Fein da braf yw sŵn y fegin, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Gwrando chwedil can ac englyn, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Pan fo'r cwmni yn neuafiaeth, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Ceir hanesion lawer noswaith, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Pan ddaw'r môr I ben y mynydd, miggledy-magledy, hey now. A'i ddwy ymyl at ei gilydd, miggledy-magledy, hey now. A'r coed roses yn dwy'n fala, miggledy-magledy, hey now. Dyna'r pryd y ceidi finna, miggledy-magledy, hey now.
Yeah. Oh, bendigedig. Oh.
Diolch, Dafydd.
Yeah.
Words fail me.
They would, John. Yeah.
Really, John?
It's about a blacksmith. There you go.
Yeah.
It just sounded like complete bollocks to me, but you know. Right, is it? Right, we are moving to Norwich for Dave.
Oh,
Dave
yes.
Patiently all night is
He is very, very
and
patient.
we've read the bugger wait all night. That'll teach him.
This is not late. This is not late at all. Sometimes they ask me about 5 to bloody 11 when I'm asleep. Right, so, excuse me, I need to get forward.
Oh, we don't like anybody too forward.
Right, this is a song by a guy called John Prentice. And he wrote it for his daughter when she's sort of 15 and getting really cocky. And it's called Liverpool Sally. Liverpool Sally, you pretty young girl, out on the lanes by night. Liverpool Sally, you pretty young girl, living by candlelight. You sleep all the day when the kids are at school. You wake with a shake and a clout. Your father's a drunkard, sometimes even worse, especially when mother is out. Liverpool Sally, you pretty young girl, out on the lanes by night. Liverpool Sally, you pretty young girl, living by candlelight. Your brother and sister relying on you, get out 7 nights of the week, but they don't say nothing unless they would get the back of his hand for the cheek. Liverpool Sally, you pretty young girl, out on the lanes by night. Liverpool Sally, you pretty young girl, living by candlelight. You're only 15, going on 35. Childhood has passed you by. You think that this is as good as it gets. You're living life on the sly. Liverpool Sally, you pretty young girl, out on the lanes by night. Liverpool Sally, you pretty young girl, living by candlelight. Yes, Liverpool Sally, you pretty young girl, out on the lanes by night. Liverpool Sally, you pretty young girl, living by candlelight.
Well, that was worth waiting for.
There's a little voice in the background, I think. I
There's
I
a
did
backing-
a little voice in the background there.
Yeah, there's a
Joining
backing
in.
group somewhere. Where's
Yeah.
the backing group?
Oh, you were carrying him. You were carrying him.
She's watching telly till she heard how good it was. And she heard this lovely singing from Wales, so she come upstairs and joined me.
Where's your accent from, Dave? You don't sound particularly...
Widnes.
Sorry?
I'm a woollyback from Widnes.
Oh. I thought you sounded sort of, normal.
I'm called Dave because my mother started having me on the train back from Rhyl, actually. But she actually did get back to Western Hospital to have me, but she started the labour pains when she was on the
Well, we'll count you as part Welsh then in that case. I think
That's where I got my name from.
when we have our red and green passports, you can probably get one, you see. It won't be long.
Widnes would be homeward bound.
Oh, it would be indeed, yes.
Oh, now there's a clever reference, isn't it?
Oh. Frightening.
Right, it's you, Alan.
It's me. We're dragging the dredges out the barrel. I brought Gordon tonight. He's been on the wall a lot and he's a bit shiny. He's called Gordon because he's a bit flash, and that's the obvious thing. I made a New Year's resolution to play whatever I like and not worry about labels and things. So I hope the balance is right on this one. It's a song from 1962, 63. Doesn't really need any introduction, so I won't introduce it. Why does the sun go on shining? Why does the sea rush to shore? Don't they know it's the end of the world? 'Cause you don't love me anymore. Why do the birds go on singing? Why do the stars glow above? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when I lost your love. I wake up in the morning and I wonder how everything's the same as it was. I can't understand, no I can't understand how life goes on the way it does. Why does my heart go on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye. I wake up in the morning and I wonder why everything's the same as it was. I can't understand, no I can't understand how life goes on the way it does? Why does my heart go on beating? Why do these eyes of mine cry? Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye. Don't they know it's the end of the world? It ended when you said goodbye. Self-indulgence in the extreme, I'm afraid. Lovely song, I've always
Peter
liked it.
Davis, I understand.
Pardon?
Peter Davis. wasn't
Peter
it?
Davis, a funny name for a baby
Peter
girl. isn't
Davis.
it? I can't imagine having a baby girl and saying, what we're going to call her? Skeeter. But it was Skeeter Davis, yes. She didn't write it, but it was 1962, 63. I was very much in short trousers then. I enjoyed that. Thank you for indulging me.
Right. Okay, we're going to attempt to get through a second time. We're going to run a bit over, quite a bit over. I will gladly accept any voluntary redundancies for people who think, oh, just miss me out. Yeah, because we're going to be a bit tight. Right. I wasn't intending doing this, which is always bad news, because you think, you should just do what you've practiced. But when H did the Richard Digence, I thought, oh, let's give this a go. This involves you unmuting yourself temporarily with your spacebar to fill in the last line of each verse. Is that beyond you? It probably is, because you're all thick, aren't you? I've won the lottery, I'm a millionaire. I've won the lottery, I won a fair old share. I haven't been to work this week, which didn't please the boss. I won the lottery and I couldn't. I won the lottery and I couldn't.
Toss.
Toss. Pathetic. I won the lottery, my dreams have all come true. I won the lottery, there's so much I can do. I'll have to give up working to see the world a bit. I won the lottery and I couldn't. I won the lottery and I couldn't.
Pooh.
I won the lottery, I'm a millionaire. I won the lottery. No, I shouldn't have done this. I won the lottery, I'm a millionaire. I won the lottery, I've won a fair old share. I have to give up working, I'm no longer working class. Go and tell the boss he can stick it. Stick it. Go and tell the boss he can stick it.
Toss.
I won the lottery, now I'm stinking rich. Gonna call the boss a bastard and his wife a stuck-up bitch. They'll probably sack me on the spot with a bit of luck. 'Cause I won the lottery and I couldn't. I won the lottery and I couldn't give. Right.
Thick.
Okay, Alan Manouche isn't with us, so it's Mr. Michael Hawkins.
Where's this flashing?
What are you unawares there, Mike?
Aye. This song's called My Love is in America, and it's about a lad from Ireland who was emigrating at the time of the potato famine. There's loads came over to Britain and lots went over to America. And this is about a fella who came over to this country, but his girlfriend went with her family to America. It's called My Love is in America. Called to this place by my working hand, the sea crossing turned my inside. We left to the sound of a marching band. We sailed out the change of the tide. When I saw Mary, her father said, they were sailing across the deep blue for brighter days in a promised land, and Mary's gone there too. But I keep her in my mind. There's a picture on my wall. My love is in America. My love could be anywhere at all. Oh, how we cried on that darkest night, everyone leaving the land. The old generation just sitting tight, all us young bucks making plans. I'm using the name of another man to get a good job with more pay. I walk these strange streets for a better life. London's the place, so they say. But I keep her in my mind. There's a picture on my wall. My love is in America. My love could be anywhere at all. The music's the one thing that's travelled well. We meet up and play from our soul. In the kitchen, the workplace, the seven bells. It gives us a glimpse of our home. Maybe I'll go out to New York State. Maybe I'll get up and go. Maybe I'll go back to my hometown. If there's some work I don't know, but I keep her in my mind. There's a picture on my wall. My love is in America. My love could be anywhere at all. I've sent many letters to no avail. Her silence is deafening to me. Maybe she's living with another man out in the new country. Until I know, I'll keep her in my mind. There's a picture on my wall. My love is in America. My love could be anywhere at all. My love is in America. My love could be anywhere at all.
That's a lovely song. Lovely song.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I suppose. You like that
Shame
sort
to
of-
spoil. Shame to spoil that one.
That's nice.
Right, lovely there, Mike, again.
Mr. Manouche is back amongst us,
Yes,
John.
I've seen. I'll stick, Alan, I'll stick you in towards the end.
Oh,
okay.
make him suffer.
Make the bastard wait, yeah. Okay, we are moving.
At least I won the quiz, that's all right.
Oh. Right, we are moving to the Warburton, and then we've got H and Dewi and Ali.
All right, I'm muting round. It's all right.
Carol is not
I'm passing John.
playing tonight. She's not doing another one. So I will do this one, I think. This is, if I wasn't here, I'd be in my beloved Cornwall.
Not this time.
This land is barren and broken, scarred like the face of the moon. Our tongue is no longer spoken, towns all around us face ruin. Will there be work in New Brunswick? Will I find gold in the Cape? If I tunnel way down to Australia, oh, will I ever escape? Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm heading for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the vein. Where the copper, the clay, where the arsenic and tin run in your blood, they get under your skin. I'm leaving this country behind, I'm not coming back. So follow me down, cousin Jack. Soil was too poor to make Eden, granite and sea left no choice. No visions of heaven sustained us when John Wesley gave us the voice. Did Joseph once come to St. Michael's Mount, 2,000 years past in a dream? When you're working away in the darkness, deep in the heart at the seams. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm heading for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the vein. Where the copper, the clay, where the arsenic and tin run in your blood, they get under your skin. Leaving the country behind, and I'm not coming back. So follow me down, cousin Jack, to Australia, South Africa, to Canada and South America. I'm leaving all those old mines, East Levant, Devon, Clwb, St Agnes. So many accidents and death. Where we dug 4 miles out into the Atlantic, following a sea. We didn't know we were going up till the sea broke through. 75 men drowned. Then the man engine, which took men down on a platform from the beam of a steam engine, broke away. 92 men plummeted to their deaths. Another 130 left stranded on the level. And the owners, they went back to London, left our communities destitute. So I'm leaving. And I dream of a bridge on the Tamar, and it opens us up to the east. I see the English, they're living in our houses. I see the Spanish fishing in our seas. Where there's a mine or a hole in the ground, that's where I'm heading for, that's where I'm bound. Look for me under the load or inside the vein. Where the copper, the clay, where the arsenic and tin run in your blood, they get under your skin. I'm leaving this country behind, not coming back. So follow me down, cousin Jack. Follow me down, cousin Jack. Follow me down.
We'll give him some of his tablets now, calm him down.
Oh, nothing less than 100% there, John.
Wow.
Oh, right, go and lie in a dark room now, John. And we'll carry
Down
on.
the mine, yeah, okay.
Right, well, thanks very much for that again, John. And we're down to Cambridge with H.
Oh.
Okay, this is a proper folk song. Unrequited love, greed, murder, revenge, that sort of stuff. Farmer, farmer, will you marry me with your horse and cart and dung? Oh no, my dear, I can't marry you, I got no shirt to put on. So off she went to her grandfather's shack and found a shirt and brought it back. And the farmer put it on. Oh, farmer, farmer, will you marry me with your horse and cart and shirt and dung? Oh no, my dear, I can't marry you, I got no wellies to put on. So off she went to her grandfather's shack and found some wellies and brought them back. And the farmer put them on. Oh, farmer, farmer, will you marry me with your horse and cart and shirt and wellies and dung? Oh no, my dear, I can't marry you, I got no tractor of my own. Well, off she went to her grandfather's shed and found a tractor and brought a shack and found a tractor and brought it back. And the farmer, he jumped on. Oh, farmer, farmer, will you marry me with your horse and cart and shirt and wellies and tractor and dung? Oh no, my dear, I can't marry you, I've got no muck spreader of my own. Well, off she went to her grandfather's shack and found a muck spreader and hauled it back. And the farmer took it on. Oh, farmer, farmer, will you marry me with your horse and cart and shirt and wellies and tractor and muck spreader and dung? Oh no, my dear, I can't marry you, I've got no combine harvester of my own. Well, off she went to her grandfather's shack and found a combine harvester and humped it back. And the farmer took it on. Oh, farmer, farmer, will you marry me? I'll be no trouble or strife. No, I'll not marry you, though you're a pretty miss, 'cause now that I have got all of this, I have no need for a wife. Well, off she went to her grandfather's shed and found a gun and shot him in the head, and the farmer dropped down dead. The moral is, if you're a pretty mish and you have a notion to wed, don't give him all you got, 'cause he'll take the bloody lot and you won't get it back when he's dead. Yetis.
Oh,
happy. Oh, it's a pity Gaffer was here. We'd only be halfway around yet, but we normally have our sort of GP from Llandudno, Gaffer, who's sort of a professional Cornishman and writes all his own songs at great length. And I'm sure you would enjoy some of Gaffer's songs. If you want to find him, you can find it. We've still got all our YouTube stuff. Because if you want to see all this shite again, you can watch it on YouTube. It'll be on about 11 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I'm writing the blog this week, so there'll be a bit of a blog on the website.
And a very good blog writer you are too, John. The best blog writer I've ever heard, I think.
So when I'm doing it, it's
Great.
usually short on factual content. So anyway, I'm doing the blog tomorrow, so that'll be on about 11 o'clock with a link to the YouTube video. Right, moving on. If they've got sound, it's Dewi and Eileen.
Have we got sound?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
For the moment,
We'll just
anyway.
do the one then.
Can you just do one yet, please?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Sorry is all that you can say. Is gone by and still words don't come easily. Like sorry, like sorry. Forgive me is all that you can say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like forgive me, forgive me. But you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Maybe if I told you the right words at the right time, you'd be mine. I love you. It's all that you can say. Years gone by and still words don't come easily. Like I love you, I love you. But you can say, baby, baby, can I hold you tonight? Maybe if I told you the right words, ooh, at the right time, you'd be mine. Baby, can I hold you? Maybe if I told you the right words, ooh, at the right time, you'd be mine. You'd be mine.
Whoa!
Brilliant.
Oh, yeah!
Oh, we had a worrying moment, or was it just me? Did it just clip in the middle? And oh, I thought, oh, here we go.
Yeah, right.
That's
nearly.
lovely and beautifully sung from the heart. Just perfect, lovely.
Can we see your dog?
This is Sasha.
Oh, Sasha.
And she wanted to go out for a wee just before our song.
Ah.
So have you got to wipe it up now?
No. We'll shower it down.
Where's Griff?
He's asleep.
Right, so I've lost my list there.
Storm's next. Storm's on the ocean. There he is.
Right, okay, Storm.
Yep, yes I be.
Or as I called him by accident, Strom. in a
I've been called a lot worse.
Strom.
Yep. Okay. Although at one point I actually got invited to a reunion of the Strum family because my name had been misprinted somewhere. So that was kind of interesting. Okay. These are both mine.
Go all the way along there, and then all the way along there.
Gosh.
Okay. Everybody muted? All right. These are both mine. Feather puzzle. Piece by piece, the puzzle begins to come together. Do not force a single piece. Glide them along as if your fingers were water. Match the contours. Decipher each piece's true purpose and its proper position. When you finally complete the puzzle, recognize the picture, smile, and appreciate the precision and beautiful craft in its making. Praise its gifted maker. His clothes were tattered. His suitcase was battered. He looked like he'd not slept in days. His fingers were drumming along to his humming. If you'd seen, you'd have said he was crazed. And here's to the ramblers, and here's to the gamblers, and here's to the people alone. And here's to the preachers, and here's to the seekers. May they all find their ways home. That's the chorus. And here's to the ramblers, and here's to the gamblers. Here's to the people alone. And here's to the preachers, and here's to the seekers. May they all find their ways home. And here's to the ramblers, and here's to the gamblers, and here's to the people alone. And here's to the preachers, and here's to the seekers. May they all find their ways home. His mouth was moving, though no one was listening, until I just happened along. His words were so catching, I stopped my walking and stood for a while just to hear his sad song. And here's to the ramblers, and here's to the gamblers, and here's to the people alone. And here's to the preachers, and here's to the seekers. May they all find their ways home. I stood there in silence till he looked in defiance, and I figured I'd better move on. Yet the words that he taught me return now to haunt me, though it's many years since he's been gone. And here's to the ramblers, and here's to the gamblers, and here's to the people alone. And here's to the preachers, and here's to the seekers. May they all find their ways home. And here's to the ramblers, and here's to the gamblers, and here's to the people alone. And here's to the preachers, and here's to the seekers. May they all find their ways home. And here's to the preachers, and here's to the seekers, here's to the people alone. May we all find our ways home.
Hope so. We are home. We are home.
We're not allowed to be anywhere else.
No, indeed.
Well, you may be in your houses, but that doesn't necessarily mean.
Oh, you're too deep. You're too deep for this place. You see, that subtlety is wasted on us. Grand.
Right, Mike and Helen. Oh, it's just Mike.
Yes, without the aid of my safety net, I'm afraid.
Oh. Never
Helen's
mind.
got to get a
We'll have to put up with what we've got.
Yeah, I'm afraid so. Well, look, in these times of political correctness, I need to point out that this song is not about the ethnicity of a stalwart member of Rhyl Folk Club. It's called the White Shepherd. Apparently, in the Scottish tradition, the White Shepherd is the first snow of winter. Days are short and the wind is chill. Frost is hard and streams are still. The year is on the wane. White thorn is bright with berries. Deer are grazing in the valley. It will not be long before the White Shepherd comes again. Geese are flying white as winter. Frozen branches crack and splinter. The fox is in his den. Cattle in the byre are lowing. Icicles like knives are growing. Nature has its way of knowing. The White Shepherd comes again. Sheep are in the lower pasture. Flakes of white are falling faster. Drifts have blocked the way. Trembling lamb calls for his mother. Sounds and fields with snow are smothered. Life is hard as she discovers. The White Shepherd comes again. The rising sun is falsely bright. Grey as steel is morning light. Sleet is in the rain. The land is given another day. Fox seeks out some other prey. Hard and kind is nature's way. The white shepherd comes again. Days are short and the wind is chill. Frost is hard and streams are still. The year is on the wane. Land will be the first to know. Green shoots lie beneath the snow. As life and season come and go, the white shepherd comes again. As life and season come and go, the white shepherd comes again.
Yay.
Very much.
Brilliant.
Beautiful. That was written by Mike O'Connor.
Oh, that was
recorded by Martin Reed, amongst other people.
Yeah, lovely song there, Mike. Really
Some songs suit particular voices, and I think that one suits Mike's voice particularly.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely, yeah. Brilliant.
Delightful.
Thank you.
Great, lovely stuff. Thanks a lot again, mate.
Thank you.
Where's my list? Davithan B, you got anything else?
Well, I can do a 4-line thing, if you
Okay,
like.
4 lines is good.
Which is dedicated to Alan Rhys-Jones.
Oh, Clwb.
Right. It's a poem. It's a 4-line verse by Waldo Williams, a pretty well-known Welsh poet, and it's called Wrth helpu I gario piano. Helping to carry a piano. Now, it won't work if I say it in English unless I explain to you that offeryn cerdd is a musical instrument and offeryn cerdded is something to walk with. So it says, I am here under the weight of a piano. A musical instrument is the word for it, but living would be much less difficult if it were a walking instrument as well. Now, in Welsh, this comes out far better. Roedd yma o dan bwys piano, offeryn cerdd yw'r gair amdano, a byddai byw yn llai o glefyd pe bain offeryn cerdded hefyd.
I fod yn clir, dwi ddim yn cario pianos, dwi just tunio nhw.
Oh,
dwi ddim yn cario pianos, na.
I got the piano even in the Welsh. Right.
Hang on, it wasn't in Welsh, it was in Italian.
Okay, thanks a lot for that, David, and thanks for being quick as well tonight. Linda.
Hiya, I'm a great Kate Rusby fan. I do a lot of her songs. This is one, a traditional one that she sang in Peaky Blinders, one of the, if not the first series. So I am stretched on your grave.
Does she do any of your songs?
Not that I've heard of, but she's quite busy at the moment. So.
No.
I am stretched on your grave, and I'll lie here forever. If your hands were in mine, I'd be sure they would not sever. My apple tree, my brightness, it's time we were together, for I smell of the earth, and I'm worn by the weather. When my family think that I'm safely in my bed. Oh, from morn until night, I am stretched out at your head, calling out unto the earth, with tears hot and wild, for the loss of a girl that I loved as a child. Do you remember the night, oh, the night when we were lost in the shade of the blackthorn and the touch of the frost? Oh, and thanks be to Jesus, we did all that was right, and your maidenhead still is your pillar of light. Oh, the priests and the friars, they approach me in dread. Oh, for I love you still, oh, my life, and you are dead. I still will be your shelter through rain and through storm, and with you in your cold grave, I cannot sleep warm. So I am stretched on your grave, and I'll lie here forever. If your hands were in mine, I'd be sure they would not sever. My apple tree, my brightness, it's time we were together, for I smell of the earth, and I'm worn by the weather.
Oh.
Lovely.
Oh. Very moving. Oh. Wow. Thank you.
You got to follow that, Brian.
This is a song by Daniel O'Donnell called Pretty Little Girl from Omaha. Omaha, rather. Way up in the north in old Tyrone, there's a pretty little girl I call my own. She's the sweetest rose that Ireland's ever grown. And sure as the moon and stars above, I'm falling head over heels in love with a pretty little girl from Omaha in the county of Tyrone. Well, I don't know what she's done to me, there's nothing else my eyes can see. My pretty little girl from Omaha in the county of Tyrone. She wears my ring and tells her friends that she is going to marry me. Best of all, she tells them all that she's as happy as can be. Oh, lucky me. There's cute little girls in Strabane, and they're just as pretty in Monaghan. This to every roving eye is known, but I guess that I'll be out of bounds, 'cause there between the northern towns, there's a pretty little girl from Omaha in the county of Tyrone. Well, I don't know what she's done to me, there's nothing else my eyes can see. My pretty little girl from Omaha in the county of Tyrone. She wears my ring and tells her friends that she is going to marry me. Best of all, she tells them all that she's happy as can be. Oh, lucky me. 'Twas down in south in old Tranmore, I recall the yellow dress she wore. She strolled along the shore there all alone, but I guess it was my lucky day when she came there on holiday. My pretty little girl from Omaha in the county of Tyrone. Well, I don't know what she's done to me, there's nothing else my eyes can see. My pretty little girl from Omaha in the county of Tyrone. She wears my ring and she tells her friends that she is going to marry me. Best of all, she tells them all that she's as happy as can be. Oh, lucky me. Well, I don't know what she's done to me, there's nothing else my eyes can see. My pretty little girl from Omaha in the county of Tyrone. My pretty little girl from Omaha in the county of Tyrone.
You got the full set of Daniel O'Donnell CDs then?
I sing a lot of Daniel O'Donnell, yeah. And the Dubliners. Anything Irish I sing.
So you do, so you do.
Ah, so I don't. I do not.
Right, thanks a lot there, Brian. Who have we got? Carl, have you got another one? No.
Oh,
Right.
you've got a thumbs
I'm not
down.
going to press you tonight because we're running a bit late. Dave Heitch. Go on,
Now.
Dave. Saddle up, get going.
Oh, he's like a Belisha beacon.
Oh, right.
Oh.
Oh. One more then.
And then it's Alan Manouche and then Aloon.
Somebody's typing.
There's a place where lovers go to cry their troubles away, and they call it Lonesome Town, where the broken hearts stay. You can buy a dream or two to last you all through the year, and the only price you pay is a heart full of tears. Going down to Lonesome Town, where the broken hearts stay. Gone down to Lonesome Town to cry all my troubles away. In the town of broken dreams, the streets are filled with regret. Maybe down in Lonesome Town, I can learn to forget. Going down to Lonesome Town, where the broken hearts stay. Going down to Lonesome Town to cry all my troubles away. In the town of broken dreams, the streets are filled with regret. Maybe down in Lonesome Town, I can learn to forget. Maybe down in Lonesome Town, I can learn to forget.
You didn't hear, but you were getting a little Cajun accompaniment. You were getting a little Cajun accompaniment, but there we are. I enjoyed it.
Right, I've just sent Natasha a message. So I don't know if she wants to do something tonight or another night.
Please do.
Okay, not tonight.
Josephine.
I still don't understand. No, okay, I take it that's not tonight, Natasha. So we'll...
Surely you mean not tonight, Josephine?
Yes, that's what I was going to say, Alan. But
Right, okay, moving on, quickly. Mr. Manouche.
Good evening again. Sorry I had to disappear.
But Alan's heard that quite often in his life, though.
This is a song, another song, partly written by me and partly by a lady called Irene Toombs. A friend of mine sent me a photograph of a picture on his wall, and there's a little poem in there. It had about 3 verses. He said, could you turn it into a song for his father-in-law's 60th birthday, who lives in Saddleworth? So I looked at it. There were a few dodgy words in there which I changed, and I added a verse and a chorus. And then when I sang it to him at his 60th birthday, not realising it was his mother that wrote the poem, and I did it live from in the pub. He started crying, everyone started crying, and I couldn't play it. So there you go. It's called the Pennine Road. You can have the hills of Devon and the rolling Sussex Downs, the Chilterns and the Cotswolds with their picture postcard towns. I tramp across the springy turf and I taste the cool clean air, where hardy sheep are grazing and peace is everywhere. Me, I love the Pennine roads up where the curlew fly, and those high heathered hills that touch the windswept sky. When my feet get weary, I'll stop a while and dream, and sit and ease my hunger by some sweet mountain stream. I'll sit and watch the dusk descend, and I'll see the daylight die, with all the birds home winging across a wine-red sky. Me, I love those Pennine roads up where the curlew fly, and those high heathered hills that touch the windswept sky. I'd like to think when life is done, my spirit still will roam among those wild majestic hills, the place that I call home. Me, I love those Pennine roads up where the curlew flies, and those high heathered hills that touch the windswept sky. Me, I love those Pennine roads up where the curlew flies, and those high heathered hills that touch the windswept sky. Yes, those high heathered hills that touch the windswept sky.
Oh!
Tunes.
Oh, lovely, lovely, Alan. Worth waiting for that one. Worth waiting for. Now, bringing an end to the night. Is this worth waiting for, Alun?
I don't know, John. I can't be the judge of that. This is for Natasha.
It's always worth waiting for you, Alan.
If Natasha, yeah, lovely. We're creeps together, Al. If Natasha's still with us, I don't know. Natasha wanted a Welsh song with the accordion a couple of weeks ago when she was in touch, and she said, play the accordion and play something Welsh. So I'm going to play something. I've got a Welsh song with a kind of a Russian feel to it. You'll know the song, no introduction needed, and no translation available, although there is one, but I'm not going to share it. Tragic tale of a cat scratching and the servant dying in his grave. It's a tragic tale. Oh, it has a bass trombone, John. I know you like the bass drum.
I need to go.
Pardon?
When I hear the bass trombone, I feel I should open the windows.
Oh, absolutely. Well, yes. Well, it did. Here we go. My bass bys Marian wedi brifo a Dafydd y gwas dim yn iawn. Mae baban yn y cryd yn crio a'r gaf wedi scrapo Johnny Bach. Sosban fach yn berwi ar y tân, sosban fawr yn ferwi ar y llawr, a'r gaf wedi scrapo Johnny Bach. Mae bys Marian wedi gwella a Dafydd y gwas yn ei fer. Oink. Mae baban yn y cryd yn gwenu a'r gath wedi hino yn ei bedd. Sosban fach yn ferwi ar y tân, sosban fawr yn ferwi ar y llawr, a'r gath wedi scrapo Johnny Bach. Dau bach yn soldiwr, dau bach yn soldiwr, dau bach yn soldiwr, a'i chwte Chris Emas. Sosban fach yn berwi ar y tân, sosban mawr yn berwi ar y llawr, a'r gath wedi scrapo Johnny Bach. Sosban fach yn berwi ar y llan, sosban fawr yn berwi ar y llawr, a'r gath wedi scrapo Johnny Bach. Hey, thank you. Sosban fach. A song about a little saucepan and lots of violence in it too. I wish I could have put the words up. There we are.
You milked that dry, that
Well,
one.
that's the job. That's the job. It's a Welsh song with the accordion.
Absolutely.
Natasha, because she stayed up all night to hear that.
Yeah, you're all right.
Go to bed now, Natasha. It's all over now.
Some of us can't help joining in sometimes.
Oh well, of course. Oink oink. I think I heard from you, David.
Oi, oi, oi.
Oi, oi. There's a Russian version which it has a certain feel. My bys Marian wedi brifo a Dafydd y gwas dim yn iawn. It reminds me of the Olga Boatman song, I think.
Oh, yes.
Right, boys and girls, we're winding it up now.
We are.
Alan will press the button in a second and stop the recording. And it's been lovely seeing you all, and especially all the new faces. I've enjoyed everyone tonight.
You can hang about for a little chat, John. Can't you?
We'll press the button, stop the recording, and then we usually have a bit of a chat.
Do a token good night, John. Don't go anywhere. Just say
good night, everyone. I'm not going anywhere, but good night, and it'll be on YouTube tomorrow.